Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. I'm going to take you back to February. My daughter signed up for volleyball, and I get the infamous email that we often get for these volunteer organizations. There's not enough coaches. I turn to my daughter and I say, do you really want to do volleyball? If you do, I will coach. But mind you, I have not done volleyball for 30 years. And she said, you lead Girl Scouts. You got this. You can help us out. So I hesitantly clicked send on that email and said, okay, sign me up. I will do third, fourth grade volleyball. Now, for those that don't know, volleyball starts at third grade. My daughter was in third grade last year, and this is really the entry level. When I go back to thinking my daughter's starting basketball, that's first grade. And I remember I was just laughing the whole time because they really don't know what they're doing. So I'm thinking, all right, how hard could it be to coach? Watch a few YouTube videos, attend the 1 hour coach meeting they give you. Everything will be fine. Let me tell you, reality, hours of YouTube later, I don't even know how we're supposed to rotate on this court. And I don't know how I'm supposed to be telling these girls. And you know what really sucks? Set, serve, spike, they all start with S. I hardly remember what I named my own daughter, and now I have to tell all these other girls what exactly it is we're doing. So, the Great Awakening, our first practice. Now, I'm a leader. In business, everybody generally knows the rules. In Toastmasters, you know you're not supposed to be doing cartwheels while you're giving speeches. In Girl Scouts, they know to follow the rules of the badge. But in volleyball, we get there, the other team leaves, we don't even know how to set up the net. I'm looking at this net and I'm like, yeah, that's too high for our grade level. We need to come down here. So I designate another parent to go watch another YouTube video so we could at least begin our practice at the right level. We did our icebreakers, the games went well, but we had those coaching moments of, why are you on the other side of the gym? If you learned how to control your ball, you would not be hitting this, that, your friend. It was a lot of learning as a coach versus a leader. Well, day 2, I get an email from the director. People didn't take down their nets. I didn't know that we were supposed to take down our nets as well. There was definitely a lot of learning this. 4 practices later, our first game, and our confidence meets reality. The girls did learn bump and serve, the set and spike, not so much. But our first game, we won 1 out of the 3 sets, and I was feeling optimistic. But you know what happened at the end of that game? We had to line up for high fives. All these other girls, they've done soccer, basketball. There was never a net in the middle of where we were standing. So you know what happened? We went under the net. We were doing limbo. We did not know that we were supposed to give high fives under the net because none of us had done it. And I don't remember what that looked like 30 years ago. So I realized I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. At the same time, I attended the sales meeting and somebody else was talking about coaching and they gave this saying, winning. It's about what's important now. And that really helped me ruminate on my perspective. Instead of focusing on our scores and our not so much wins and the standings, I needed to be focusing on that positive feedback, the small improvements, and that confidence building. It wasn't, okay, so we didn't win this time, but what's important now? What could we be focusing on? And with that second Great Awakening, it was, we knew how to set up the net. We knew how to get the ball over the net, and we knew how not to panic when the ball was coming your way. Our major achievement, we learned how to give those post-game high fives without going under the net. But the bigger ones were not associated to the volleyball skills. It was those player growths. One of the girls learning to cheer on their teammates instead of criticizing them. Another really learning to find her voice and calling line when the ball was coming to her. It was those life skills that they were demonstrating that as adults we spend years to master: how to fail, how to learn, and how to try again. Those weekly wins, it was that confidence, resilience, teamwork, and encouragement. Now, I'll tell you, I've always been a bit of an optimist. And after every practice, before every game, I would text the person. I'm like, I know they're going to win this next game. They're so good. But we never did until the last game. That last game of the season, we were 0-6 for our record. Our opponents were 0-6 for their record. We knew this was an important game for somebody. Somebody's losing streak was going to end. Well, you know what happened for us? It was amazing. Our serves went over. They actually communicated to each other. Everybody hustled, and the teammates encouraged each other. And for the first time that season, we won. The girls were jumping up and down and celebrating like we won the Olympic gold medal. The parents were cheering, although that's nothing new. They were always cheering. But I think one of the parents cried, and it might have been me. But our record wasn't the whole story. We won every time. Every time a player tried something new, they encouraged another teammate. Or this one girl who was really afraid of the high balls, when she would look at it and she knew that that ball was going to end up bruising her forearm, she still went for it. So yes, we only won one game. But when you focus on what's important now, you realize you've been winning all along.